Hello everyone, bit of a Langfield report here. It is the morning of, well, today, or at least as close to the morning as I get these days. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Yesterday you may have noticed there wasn't a Midnight Vault stream, and the reason for that is I was not in a fit state to do it. Now, there were people wondering on that statement whether I'm healthy enough. Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Had a slight stomachache from eating some slightly off cake, but other than that, I'm fine. What happened yesterday was I posted the last page of a webcomic that I've been running for 7 years. I've been doing Remember, hence the name Remember Comics, since November 11th, 2007, which is a date I mostly only remember because it was Remembrance Day, purely by accident when I posted the first page. It's been an interesting experience making that webcomic. It's seen me through some very dark points in my life. It's seen me through the entirety of university, as well as, I think, the majority, at least, of my romantic relationships to date. It kept me going when I wanted to just do anything, but it allowed me to make people smile when I personally could barely do anything of the sort. And it's been kind of a keystone for a lot of my experiences in general. People today, you guys, call me Lying, and that's the name of the main character. And that is why that is the name of the main character. And it inspired a lot of my best friends. I got in touch with them, actually, a fair few of them. I thought many of them had left the internet, more or less. Generally speaking, if you're gone from the internet for like 3 days, you're declared legally dead. I haven't talked to a lot of them in like years, but they were there at the start of Remember, so I went back to the website where I started and said, hey, if anybody's still around, this just happened, and I'd really like to get back in touch with you guys. And it turns out a lot of them are still around. People like to say that internet relationships of any sort don't really have substance, or that they're not real, but hey, my friends were still there for me 7 years later, probably like 4 or 5 years since I last talked to them. That's pretty astonishing, I would say. But yeah, I've never really relied on Remember for anything. I've got a few donations way back, like early in the run of things, to get the website redesigned, which it probably needs quite again. Oh well. But Remember's just always been ticking away in the background. It's been a very stable part of my life, and sometimes having a very stable hobby is like something that's genuinely valuable to you. I do the videos here because I get a lot of great feedback, and people really enjoy me doing them, so I keep doing it. But remember, I haven't even looked at the web stats, or I didn't look at the web stats until yesterday, for like the first time in years, probably. It's been ages since I checked that. Turns out there's like 2,000, 3,000 people still reading that, which was astonishing to me, because I have not kept a very good update schedule. So yeah, I got really emotional after 7 years of doing that comic. I was just sitting down to do the very last one, and I didn't want to write the end. It was like those two words that had to be on that page. Those 2 words that had the most final meaning they could possibly have ever contained in like 2 words. I didn't really want to put them down, but I had to, and that there was one point which I think I describe in the page's commentary, where I had to draw main character facing forwards with a slight smirk on his face. So I pull across the template, as I've done probably 1,000,000 times by now. I grab the forward-facing smirky mouth template that I have, and I just stick it there, and there he was, just smiling back at me. And I just kind of had to, like, sit back for a moment and just take a moment, because I have done some terrible things to these characters. This guy in particular has literally been through hell and back. I have watched him go from a 20-something angry guy to being a fairly rational, noble, wise old man, and I've seen him raise his children, and I've seen him make so many friends. But I've been, like, I think my exact phrase in the commentary is the architect of every bad day he's ever had. But there he was all the same, smiling back at me as if to say, hey, it's okay, we knew this was coming, and it's alright. Off you go. It was, yeah, that ruined me. So yeah, that's why there wasn't a stream yesterday. I think most of you will understand, but I thought I'd do a field report today, just to clear up any remaining confusion or mystery on that. When you do projects like this, as long as I have, you tend to stop thinking of the people whose lives you are writing and portraying as being fictional characters. They become real to you, at least, to some degree. You start thinking, oh, well, Rain wouldn't do that because of this, and this, and that's the kind of person she is. You start thinking, oh, well, Killzoo would definitely do this because there's no way in hell he wouldn't. And then you realize, hey, there's not a single one of these people that hasn't been in my life for 7 years, even if we've not had the most conventional of relationships. So yeah, right. Creative projects like that, of that kind of length, make a distinct impact in your life, whether you realize it on like a day-to-day basis. I'm gonna get teary right now, aren't I? Jeez. Hey. Yeah, I'm a complete wuss, I know. A big bag of fuzzy wuss. But yeah, that is that. You can catch me tomorrow at 9 PM at Twitch TV/LyingAtBedmon for Yogg-Dwarves live coding. It will be just like the last Saturday. And the next Saturday after that, I will of course be doing the Dungeons & Dragon Hat Cityscape campaign over at Twitch TV/TheDragonHat. Same time as the Yogg-Dwarves live coding. I did wonder if Crane might have an issue with that, but Dragon assures me it'll be fine. And of course, next Thursday, we'll be back to Midnight Bolts. But I'm gonna go film some editing, so I shall catch you all next time.